If you're waiting for the housing market to cool off before making your move, you might be left out in the cold. Despite the headlines, Orange County real estate is heating up as we head into 2025. Inventory is still tight, demand is surging, and if you're thinking about selling, this may be your moment. Today, we're going to dive into the numbers, look at local housing market trends here in Orange County, dive down into the Irvine market to see what's shifting there, and finally, we're going to look at the most recent Fed meeting and what it means for potential buyers and sellers this year. I'm Monica Carr, and this is your February 2025 Housing Market Update. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to this channel for weekly updates on the Orange County housing market. Stay informed, stay ahead, and be ready to make your move when the time is right. Hit that subscribe button and let's dive in. All right, let's talk about the big picture in Orange County. And spoiler alert, things are heating up. Here's what you need to know. The total number of active listings has increased slightly by 2%, bringing us to 2,821 homes on the market. While that seems like a small uptick, this is 31% higher than the level of homes last year, and well above the 2 years before that. However, we are still well below the pre-COVID average, meaning buyers still don't have a ton of options compared to historic levels. Speaking of buyers, pending sales have jumped 36% in just 2 weeks, going from 988 to 1,340. This spike in demand nearly always happens at this time of the year as the winter market thaws and becomes the hot spring market we see, always driving up the numbers each year. Now, on expected market time, homes are selling faster, with market time dropping from 84 down to 63 days. That's a sign that competition is heating up for well-priced homes. A key factor to consider this spring as well is the impact of the LA wildfires and how they are affecting buyer demand even here in Orange County. Many LA residents have either been affected directly by the fires or simply want to get out of the area in fear of future catastrophe. As they begin to look elsewhere for housing, we will likely start to see more and more LA residents relocating to coastal Orange County, pushing demand even higher than normal. CBS News reported on this exact phenomenon, quoting Newport Beach's mayor.
I think what we're trying to understand is whether they're here temporarily or permanently, we want to be a welcoming place for them. Some of them told me that they've been down here for a period of time and they realize Newport Beach is a world-class city and maybe similar to the Palisades for sure, but I don't know what they're going to do permanently, but a few people said they're not going to rebuild. They're going to look to create a sense of community here in Newport Beach.
CBS also reports that at last count, Orange County officials say that 30 different families impacted by the Palisades fire alone have enrolled their children in the Newport Mesa Unified School District. So this trend will likely continue in the coastal cities of Orange County, where LA residents may find a safe haven that feels similar to their communities in the Palisades. We've seen a bit of this springtime rush at most of our recent listings as well. Our open houses in both Huntington Beach and Laguna Niguel have been swarmed with activity that feels much more abundant than earlier in the winter. So what's the takeaway? Low inventory plus rising demand equals prime opportunity for sellers. If you've been on the fence about listing, now might be the perfect time. Now, let's zoom in on Irvine, one of the most competitive markets in Orange County. Back in December, Irvine's market looked like this. Median sales price was $1,698,000. Median days on market was 26 days. Total inventory was at just 355 homes. Fast forward to February, and here's what's changed. Median sales price has moved up to $1,725,000. Continuing a steady rise in home values. Additionally, homes are selling slightly faster now at 24 days instead of 26. And finally, the number of available homes has increased slightly to 382, giving buyers more choices, but still far below normal levels. What does this mean for you? Well, if you're a seller, now's the time to list. Buyers are moving quickly on well-presented homes, and with demand climbing, you are in a great position to sell at a premium. Now, let's zoom back out to the bigger financial picture. Last week, the Federal Reserve held interest rates steady at 4.25% to 4.5%, signaling their commitment to keeping inflation under control. Fed Chair Jerome Powell made it clear, rate cuts will only come when we have full confidence inflation is under control. This soft landing approach is critical. While buyers might wish for lower mortgage rates, cutting rates too soon could reignite inflation, which ultimately drives up home prices and hurts purchasing power. For sellers, this is good news. Stable rates keep buyers' confidence high, meaning demand remains steady as we enter the busiest part of the housing year. For buyers, while mortgage rates aren't dropping just yet, the good news is that borrower costs are still stable, so you can still secure a home without worrying about a sudden interest rate hike. Bottom line, the market is active and confidence is high. Whether you're buying or selling, now is the time to have a real conversation about strategy. If you're curious about what mortgage rates can look like for you today, our lender, Ryan Perpero at US Bank, is always beating the competition with the best rates and loan products in the industry. We'd love to connect you with him to discuss your options as we head into 2025. So what's your next move? If you're thinking about selling, let's talk strategy. With inventory still low and demand heating up, you could be in a prime position to maximize your sale price. If you're looking to buy, don't wait for rates to drop, because when they do, competition will skyrocket. Locking in a home now while buyer demand is still ramping up could be your smartest move. Call, text, or email us today and let's create a plan that works for you. And of course, don't forget to subscribe for more Orange County housing insights every week. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.